These podcasts are sponsored by YakAttack at YakAttack.us. What YakAttack is the leader in the kayak fishing industry who specializes in kayak fishing rigging solutions. As kayak anglers themselves, they are tightly integrated into kayak fishing community and are acutely aware of what the sport needs. It all starts off with the gear track and or the mighty mount. The gear track comes in all different sizes and colors, and the screwball that attaches to the gear track allows everything to attach to it. So what that is a variety of rod holders and camera mounts for your still cameras and your GoPros. Your light poles with the day flags that folds into the flag. Your fish finder mounts and your black pack crate system. All of YakAttack's products are made in the USA. The rod holder that is standard in all my kayaks with YakAttack is the Zuka Tube rod holder. This rod holder easily locks in either a spinning rod on one side or a bait caster on the other. You can flip it around, lock a bait caster in with the trigger grip, or flip around the other side and have a spinning rod in. It's open all the way through, so it can also double as an anchor point for your parking pole or your stakeout pole. Just position it over the side of the kayak and anchor with your parking pole. Definitely my favorite rod holder, the Zuka Tube from YakAttack. This podcast is also sponsored by my DVDs at KayakKevin.com, the Kayak Fishing in Chesapeake Bay series, and the Bay Tour DVD. The fishing DVDs are broken up into a trilogy. Number 1 is an intro into the fishery, has a full year's worth of footage from more of the larger fish targets of the lower Chesapeake Bay. The instructional sequels are broken up into 2 parts, the warm water and the cold water species. Number 2 is the warm water species with detailed instruction on the rigs and the fishery itself, spanning from the red drum at the shoals, flounder and the summer species at the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, and sight casting, the red drum and striper. Number 3 has a detailed instruction about the cold water species, the tautog and the eastern shore striper fishery. The Chesapeake Bay Tour DVD is a 6-week, 600-mile tour I did around the Chesapeake Bay in 2010, kind of filmed in a Survivor Man style, showing everything I do and look for when I'm on a long-distance tour. All of these DVDs are available at KayakKevin.com. It's KayakKevin.com and YakAttack at YakAttack.us. All right.
So here we are.
Yeah, it's podcast number 86. It's July 1st, 2016.
We haven't done one in what, since McKnight? No.
Yeah.
Wow. That was April.
No, that was...
Tex.
No, we did one with...
Tex and Billy. Or no, Rob Troy.
Rob Troy and Bill.
Wasted.
So that was
Holiday
after,
weekend. Wasted.
But we haven't done one since the demo day.
No.
Right.
That was fucking awesome,
right.
dude.
But Larry, Maggie, and Lee.
Maggie, whatever.
Maggie, I got it.
Maggie, that's what I thought it was, but
I got it.
Maggie.
Maggie.
How do you pronounce it?
Maggie.
Maggie.
Okay.
Okay.
My relatives, when they came over, there was an O on the end. They dropped it off because they wanted to fit in, you know.
Right.
Like guineas or whatever. But,
Maggio.
yeah,
that's what it
over
was.
there.
Yeah.
I guess, but
Yeah.
you go to like Philadelphia, they're like all up there.
But that's what I thought it was Maggie, and I thought I
Yeah.
heard him say Maggie, and...
That's what it looks like. Maggie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I got it.
You got a website or anything?
Nah.
Goes fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fishes a lot. Well, he has been fishing a lot this year.
And for the watchers of the podcast, he was with us when you and
Está Jesus.
Yeah,
When the fish came by to get their picture taken with
Yeah,
Right.
When we were
He's
in all
been there
that,
when
so-
the fish wanted their picture taken with Kevin.
So that was he was there that
That
day.
was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It was fucking killer.
And he was the one, I believe we went over it, the fact that he just put a beat down on that thing. It swam right towards a fish you were hooked up to.
We were
And
almost,
at no point did you ever seem worried at all. I mean, you could tell he was into it.
Right.
Well, so I was like,
and we
Yeah.
were because you're at that one point your fish was going this way, my fish was going this way, and at one point I was like,
yeah.
your
You were
line
like-
was over mine, and I was like, I don't know where anything's at right now. I was like, for a
Right.
split second, it was like, I'm just gonna have to wait this out and see what's gonna happen. He looked tight. He didn't have to.
Yeah.
He didn't have to bark at you.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't have to bark
Right.
at you at all. It was like you were good. I was like,
I've seen you bark at other people a lot more.
yeah, for having shit way out ahead of me. You were on it. Your boat was, and you were.
Oh, dude, when that fish snatched it,
When it went that way, I was just
Yeah.
like, I just leaned back and held on. I was just like,
He was in a drifter, so that was like
the spinorama.
It is like one of the most fun fighting boats there is because of that just spin. That
Yeah, the spin, the
rocker.
I like the
12
Ryan. Maybe Ryan's in town. Maybe he'll come over for the podcast. Oh, he's on. Well, you waved at me. No. Larry did.
Rockfish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Kayak fishing. Lee doesn't kayak.
I don't kayak. No, Larry was getting snatched around in a circle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Eastern Shore.
Yeah.
Was fucking killed.
He was. I saw the whole thing, dude. I looked over, and he's like tight straight out in front of him, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh!" And I see his arm just start swinging, and then he's just like fighting it towards the front of the boat, and that thing just spins. And I was saying that the Ultra, fun for fighting fish because of the acceleration,
Right,
it just
acceleration.
takes off.
Yeah.
The Drifter, fun for fighting fish because when they turn,
You turn.
you spin. You don't turn.
Yeah.
You,
go,
spin.
"Rah, rah."
Yeah, it's not. The boat doesn't carry that much momentum, so
It's got
when
super
the
rockers.
fish, yeah, when the
Yeah.
fish changes direction, you just change and it's.
Yeah. One time I was over by the pier, just messing around, stomping on one side, just trying to get the flip, and just I went in the water, just like
Yeah.
okay.
Dump you
I
out.
tried to dump a guy's big game one time, and ended up losing myself.
Yeah.
Boat stays upright, and I just fell out.
Well, that's
because it was rocking so hard.
That's what happened when I was in my. That was Drifter. When I got knocked out of head over heels, that was a Drifter. Yeah. On
I
the
got
video.
washed off of my Drifter.
Yeah.
You saw that.
Yeah. And then on wave, it was off. Okay. I went into let's pick up his shit. He's on his boat.
Yeah.
Boat's still anchored. He's good. You know, I was like, he's all right as long as he can get on. As long as he can get separated.
Guard tail.
But all the shit was going into the shoals, and I'm going picking
God.
shit up. Think I got the crabs? Did I get the crabs?
Yeah, you got the crabs.
I got the
You got all
crabs.
kinds of shit.
Yeah, I got crabs. I got the camera. I got all that shit was about ready to go on the shoals, and we would have to try to find it on the other side. Crabs would have sunk by then.
Yeah.
They were in a container.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when we had containers and stuff.
Yeah. We were drifters.
Yeah.
Not a lot of room.
Yeah.
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 Then we went to keeping our crates way up and everything.
Well, I was thinking about it. That's how the crates up with the space underneath.
Well, it started with the drifter because it didn't fit.
Yeah, we couldn't put
It didn't fit.
So that's
But
how.
it was never level or anything, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, then Mike came
Right.
up.
Because
Well, because
yeah.
I built the thing for my Prowler.
Yeah.
I built an aluminum stand.
That's what it was.
Stand.
Yeah.
And it weighed nothing.
Right.
That set my crate way up. You know,
Yes, so it was
so I
that.
could fit
Yeah.
stuff underneath of it.
Then
And
with
then
bars.
Mike just put aluminum rod
Little rods,
across
little
and set the
clamps.
crate on there, and oh boy,
Yeah.
you can really, like, at that point you have your entire tank well,
Yeah.
and you have your crate for storage.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about it when I was camping this week, is how much that just gives me, because I'm using my Ultras, and there's no inside room in the back, so it's all in the storage space. So we're not even in the boat, but in the deck storage space in the boat. And with that crate, it's just I got all my water's underneath of it. It's all protected. It's all in.
Whoa.
Yeah. What?
Shane said something's not working. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like I'm good. I'm live. 2 viewers. Audio's working.
Yeah.
Nice. Shane didn't pay his cable bill.
Right.
But-
Shane Shady.
Yeah.
But yeah, that crate lifted up. Although we have to deal with the wind resistance. There is wind resistance on us. I mean, you got it on our bodies.
Your podcast sucks. It isn't working.
It's also, there is that on that crate. You can feel it when you're in a boat without a crate. You boat with a crate, you can feel the wind resistance on
Oh,
it.
okay. Yeah.
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 So we all rigging for what are we all rigging for?
I'm going with Rick tomorrow, and we're going out of Rudy, and we're gonna go to some wrecks,
North.
I guess. Huh?
North.
Go north,
North.
because that's where everything is. We're gonna go to some wrecks, and so there's been a lot of mahi inshore in Oregon Inlet right now, around that area, way inshore even, and we don't know if it looks exactly right. But we got some of that stuff. We got some clams for spade fishing, and the flounder bite on the wrecks has been good. So try and do some of that. Maybe find some. I don't know. We got bait for everything. And if you catch a fish, you have triggerfish bait because
Yeah.
then you have cut bait, so whatever.
So you've got gulp pieces. You got
Yeah.
fish bait.
Live ones.
But when they came up off that wreck that day and started gnawing on the bag
Yeah.
to get the chum out of it, we were like, we had live bluefish because we were live baiting. Earlier in the day, and we might even had some live baits out when we went over top of the wreck, but we just immediately like grabbed live bluefish out of the live well and started cutting them into chunks to catch triggerfish with them right at the back of the boat because they're up there eating off the chum bag.
Almost net them bitches.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Nice oily bait. Nice.
Well, we went cobia fishing this past
Sunday
with Shane on the boat because we were talking about going kayak fishing, and then all of a sudden, wind.
Yeah. I know.
It's just what's happening.
Yeah.
It looks calm, and it says it's going to be calm, and everybody gets ready. And luckily, they changed the forecast before you can go spend all your money on bait, because
If you do it the night before, then you.
you wake up that morning, because you're going to go fishing at 5 a.m. or something, because that's what you do. You're fucked, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's crazy. It's crazy. They literally last Sunday looked like it was going to be dead calm until Saturday.
Right. They keep saying, as when I'm watching on the news and shit, they're always saying it's because of the stationary fronts, right? I can understand that, especially when there's one draped over us. It can go north to south, whatever, and it blows the wind, blows the whole forecast out. But they're not even getting like near shit a lot of times when they should be getting near shit like they used to. And I've been thinking about it so much that I think I'm going to go as far as this is like, the conspiracy against sportsmen, right? It's a conspiracy, right? They're trying to take away hunting, they're trying to take away fishing, right?
Slowly chipping away.
The fucking weathermen are trying to kill us. The fucking weathermen are in on it, and they're fucking trying to kill us. They're trying to weed us out one by one, or frustrate us enough where we just fucking give it up. The weather's too bad. You can't go any ever.
Damn.
They tell you it's going to be nasty,
And then who's gonna
and
watch
it's
the weather?
dead calm.
Yeah, with regular people, and they don't give a fuck about the fucking winds. What's that?
I don't know.
You said there's something like that calm?
Oh yeah, they'll tell you it's going to blow 20, and you wake up in the morning.
It's that calm, and then you're
Well,
like,
it seems like every weekend is all of a sudden every weekend is going to be like a disaster.
Yeah.
So you sit around all weekend. And
Well, shit, remember when I went camping, I said Monday, looked at the forecast, and said Monday morning at least until 2, it's a giant window of dead calm winds. And I'm, 9 o'clock that wind started up. 9 o'clock that wind started up.
That's so off, man.
Yeah, and you're ready to just, I wish I could talk to this guy, right?
It's been a lot of it. It's just been a lot of it. And the thing about fish weather, if you have the app on your phone, you look on the computer and compare it to the one on the computer, because on the computer, if you look on a browser or anything like that, it will have this 12-hour window that's super accurate. That's the one, that's the only one that you can count. You can't even fucking look at their app without that. Like, I might bring it up on. Have you seen that yet?
No.
All right. Then I'll bring it up. And just if you're watching or whatever, you just gotta fucking just trust me, or go to my links page and then.
We ain't doing all of this instructo.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it because look at this shit. Bring up fish weather on yours. Bring up your
I'm on.
All right. Bring up Kid the Peak or something. Just
Friggin' Peak. Oh boy. I don't even have any wind spot at Kid the Peak right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Come on.
Was it dead?
Oh, there it goes. No, it just wasn't popping up.
Yeah, there's this weird. Oh, now this isn't here. What the fuck? So fish weather might be down.
There's a homepage at the bottom.
So I'm gonna go right here.
It looks like it's going to get nice tomorrow over there.
What is it?
It's going to get nice tomorrow over there.
Okay, watch. And now bring this up, and it's gonna be like all
Afternoon.
fucked up.
Good afternoon, though.
Afternoon. Oh, tomorrow's Saturday. I gotta work tomorrow. Oh, this is taking forever. Actually, I went to post this, the podcast on Facebook, and it took me longer, and I ended up doing it on my phone. It was just a lot quicker.
Right.
Too. So I got it on here.
So we went fishing on Sunday with Shane.
Look, bring it up. This will be real quick. This will be a lot quicker, believe me, because I'm already here.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You went to the browser
Yeah.
instead of using the app.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
instead of
literally
using that.
looked at the same time at the same app with somebody next to me, and the winds have been different at the same
Right.
time.
It's because on the browser it shows this thing. I'm gonna show you as soon as it gets to it.
On the internet.
See this fish weather plus forecast?
Uh-huh.
That's the thing. See how it's just on this 12-hour thing? You take it off of there, and it jacks up the whole thing. See that? That's what you have here.
Right.
If you get on the browser and hit this fish weather plus jank,
Tighten it up.
no, it makes it all. It gives it a more accurate hour to hour,
Okay.
and will completely change it. Look, and
Yeah,
now it's showing
right,
20.
yeah.
You know, where it was just showing 10,
16.
15, 16,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this only goes for 12 hours, so you really only got an accurate forecast, but they'll change it inside that.
Go outside and look.
I guess. And maybe go back to Noah, where they just give you some bullshit. And Noah was the first one to really start changing overnight. I started noticing that. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Y'all didn't used to do that shit,
Yeah.
you know? They used to be just wrong, but then they used to just change it overnight on you and like, oh, we didn't say that yesterday. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back. So we had the demo day. We had the demo day, and
that
that's fun
camping
shit.
was fucking awesome.
That camping, and that was finally we got to
You
camp
like
out
camping?
instead of camping out at the
yeah.
market.
I
Instead
don't
of
mind.
going to
No,
hotel
no.
room.
I
I've never
like
heard him say a good
campsite.
thing about
No.
Yeah,
camping.
me either.
I like campsite. Like I can pull up and
Right by the
chill
car.
by the truck.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, just like
that's-
that was basically that. Yeah.
But no, basically that I could literally piss on my front door of my truck, or piss on the passenger door of my truck from my tent.
Yeah.
Talking about it was basically like that. No, it exactly was
No,
like
but
that.
a campground would have like electric shit or running water or hose or something like that. We didn't have
There was a fucking
shower down the way. Right.
Right.
Right. You didn't take a shower. I was surprised you didn't take a shower. You know, he needs a shower. I can go for 2 weeks, 3 weeks without a shower.
Yeah.
He needs a shower. I'm surprised he didn't take one.
I woke up in the morning and drank a beer because I was hungover. I was better after that. And then I started fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was up fishing.
I literally grabbed a kayak, a predator, and went fishing.
Yeah.
I should have taken the fucking motorized jewel.
Right.
They don't ever kill it. I don't know why people don't take that thing out more.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna buy one. We get it.
Yeah.
It's here. Have fun with
Yeah,
it. Drive
enjoy
this
it,
fucker
yeah.
around. We had 2 batteries and never hooked the second one up.
Yeah, the first one never ran out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, drive it around, dude. It's fun as fuck. It's really cool. Like,
drove it
steering
around
it
like
like
this,
that.
just like
Yeah.
that.
Like leaning over
Rob
the turn.
took it and that's
I was
what
leaning
Rob,
hard. I was
that's
like,
what Rob got
that
the
video.
video out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing turns and like leaning my head like this. And just,
Dipping your hair.
yeah, just like, yeah.
I killed it on the Hobie
Oh, this
Eclipse or whatever.
Yeah, the stand up, the
Oh,
the stand up.
Yeah, I'm trying to use
stand-up.
brakes.
It's
There's no
not,
brakes.
okay, yeah. So this one comes at full speed, and I've already
Like,
told him
runs
that
into him.
about there's people who are having problems like muscle memory, thinking these are brakes and these are the steering.
Yeah.
Left, right. That's how you
I was
steer.
killing them both at the same time. I pulled them both at
He
the same
just
time.
fucking
Run right into
haul
them.
it, on, coming full speed, coming in hot, and he starts hitting it. I'm watching him do this. I'm like, those ain't brakes, man. Those ain't brakes. And blam. The noser was already. It didn't hit that hard. I actually kind of grabbed it and kind of
Yeah.
absorbed it, but it had been beat up a little bit already. You could tell. Yeah. But people were
Yeah,
following
it's a
him.
demo.
Bobby at work when he demoed it, he got on it and felt just muscle memory. We tried to turn and went in.
Yeah, I never got squirrely on it.
Yeah, you were all right with it.
So I hauled ass in that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like going to the gym.
Dude, you can haul ass in that thing. It'll wear you out though.
Right. Yeah.
But it's fun. It's cool for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
They put the it's out. The teaser is out. Did you see the teaser today?
When is iCast? This weekend?
No, couple weeks, few weeks I think.
Then I can, yeah.
But there is a teaser. You can obviously see that there is.
I couldn't really see it that well.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't see.
Did you not pay that much attention to
I was
it?
looking on the phone. Maybe that's what it is.
No, so did I, but my phone is like 3 times the size.
And I'm also fucking can't see for shit now.
Right.
Eyes got.
Oh yeah, it's an obvious drive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, for applications that I don't know, it's gonna have to be in a lot smaller boat than that for me to use it.
Right. Right.
Right now, it's the evolved predator, and you can obviously see what's going. I don't know.
It's also.
I don't honestly. It's
also
a propeller, but I don't know. I mean, you can see it as a propeller,
Yeah.
but I don't know that it's like.
Yeah,
I don't know how it works.
As soon as it shows, I can talk about it because I saw the.
Yeah, I don't know any other than what I saw in the teaser.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about another boat that we won't talk about,
Right.
but the upgrade.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
but I just don't. We didn't even talk about this one.
Mm-mm.
Like it never even
Well,
came up. I don't know anything about it.
It's not really our. We're not going to use that one.
Right, I'm not.
And my legs ain't that good.
Right. Yeah, I'm saying it's obvious what it is when they put the teaser out, and the teaser is out. I've seen it. It's online.
As soon as the iCast happens, I can talk about it because I get to ride it. I get the
Yeah.
We really
honestly, I mean, Kevin and I have never even talked about it.
Yeah, it's because
I honestly don't even care.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect how I do anything.
Not until I can't. Not until they're
Right.
gone.
Yeah.
Not until they're
Already
gone.
had messed up AC joint.
Until they put it in an ultra or a prowler and can give me the same type of performance that I'm looking for, cross current and
Right.
not.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the Predator. I mean, you're gonna. It's that everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
It couldn't be
Yeah,
easier,
yeah,
if
yeah,
you will.
yeah,
It's
Yeah,
peer
so-
pressure.
Yeah. So the demo was cool. A lot more people there again. This gets more and more.
It gets more people every year.
And you don't like it. You don't like getting in the water, which is cool because I got in the water and my ankles didn't swell up all day.
Yeah.
I was fine. I was just like
I
playing in the water all
don't
day
care
long.
about dragging boats around, and I mean I can talk to people about the fishing boats. A lot of people come up there, and the staff. I don't know if other reps do it any better, but there's no one there that knows anything about canoes except Greg.
Right.
We just.
Yeah.
I
I can't. No, I don't know the details.
Yeah.
There's slight details in the sit inside boats like the neckies and stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's basically the same thing because every staff you look at, it's all guys that fish and sit on top and chill. Everybody's there, you know. All of our friends are everywhere.
Yeah. So that was fun. It was definitely fun hanging out that night.
Yeah.
Because that was a way to do it.
Yeah. So we go to the Mexican restaurant for dinner. Before that, we set up our tents, and we came back and. Yeah, I mean,
at
one point, about almost everybody showed up.
Fireplace. That was the
Oh,
fire.
nice.
And then a lamp.
The sales guy come by ever?
Who's that?
He came. No, Vince came by the
Yep.
campsite.
Vic even stopped by because he was camping out over there by the house over there.
He was in that camper, right?
Yeah. And then Luther came by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was just stopping by because he was
Dropping his trailer
off. Yeah. And yep. And then Jimmy Miller came in and he had the lantern that after my citronella candle went out. He had the lantern.
Oh yeah, but the guys the bugs weren't that bad even after the citronella went out because Billy and somebody else had what is that thing? Thermacell.
So
Yeah. Those things will it obviously
You
work.
take those to Eastern Shore?
Nah, it's too expensive. I'm usually in my tent by dark.
Okay.
Yeah. I sleep really well out there.
Yeah.
I noticed that when I got back, I was like, "Damn, the fucking dark circles are gone."
Nice.
And I just after that hard ass
Just start
paddle, and
relaxing,
then the
probably
fucking next day,
wore the hell out.
yeah, exactly. I'm dead. I sleep
Dead
from
tired. Yeah.
9:30 till 5:30.
Yeah.
You know, and that's it.
I know that day we got back to the boat ramp. Good God, they're like in my eye. I'm like going across the bridge, like, trying to work it out.
Yeah, like, at home, I go to bed at midnight and I wake up at 6:30.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like a lot less sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything from the interwebs?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the interwebs for that. I was looking at the wind for tomorrow because I think we're gonna get our asses kicked.
Yeah, I know. And I was thinking about Sunday. I was thinking about
Hopefully we're
Sunday.
gonna catch
Now
fish.
that looks.
Hopefully we're gonna catch fish.
Still
The only thing about it, the wind's gonna be pushing us hard out of the north, which we're would try to go towards the south anyway to catch the mahi. But the cleaner water is down there, and there's wrecks down there too. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go down there. I don't know. Still gonna be a following sea and do anything at 15 miles an hour. Is a pain in the ass. Nah. No, we don't do a lot of slamming.
Yeah.
No, they don't want to slam into the Jones Brothers. We drive slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
So,
go slow.
so I catch a cold on after the demo day, right? So I
Yeah.
was sick for a week, and then another week of kind of getting out, recovering. Like I was like functional after that week, and I had to even miss work and shit. And then I was starting to get better. And before that, I took one of my friend's daughters fishing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
That was funny because so what was funny about that, the whole, she's good. She's like really, she takes karate, so she's like good at like doing stuff when she puts her head to it. She does it. So took her to that little pier back for your ocean view, and so she's caught some fish off a pier, right? So that was cool. And then after that, during the winter, that was last fall. During the winter, she got her fishing pole, she got a tackle box, and she's ready to go, right?
Oh yeah.
So get her in the kayak, and I just take my crate off, real easy, boom, boom, snip some line, snip some zip ties.
You got zip ties in your truck?
No, I'm like down to my last thin ones.
I need like a zip tie for tomorrow.
I have nothing.
I got them at the house, but
And so we paddle out over here at Pretty Lake, and I know where the croakers are, right? I know it's not gonna be long. I know we can just get in this hole in this channel, and there's croakers there always. And so she's behind me. You saw in the picture. She's sitting back. I set up a little seat and everything. This is so I can be right there in the center of gravity. Because it's not the most stable boat, right? So I just told her, just don't make any sudden movements, right? Which is fine. She's shifting around. I can figure it out. But the croaker goes down, and she's like, oh, and she lets me do the first one. And as soon as that fish comes up to the side, she was like, whoa, and shifted. I mean, she was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But that's the kayak experience, right?
Yeah.
Is that fish is right there all of a sudden. You're used to seeing them. You're always used to seeing them at least foot level, right? You're always in a boat looking down, or in a pier looking down. They always come up. You're always like at this human height of it.
Yeah.
And that bitch comes up right next to she was like, whoa! She's splashing on her, and she was like, she dug that. I was like, whoa! And got it up and got it unhooked, and it was just not stop. I mean, it was, and eventually she was like hooking them, fighting them, and then getting me to finish, taking them off and all that stuff. But she was like hooking them and fighting them, and I made sure she always had that reel right, between her fingers right here. Every time she grabs that thing, she grabs it like that. So so that was fun.
My first time with that, we talking about is over the eastern shore. The porpoises were coming up with their mouth open. It's like right by my foot, and I'm like, I don't know that I'm crazy about this. Like, just let me get away from these things.
Yeah, no, I follow you.
That was crazy that night when the drum night we were talking about when they were there. Yeah, right by us was just like it was like obnoxious, like tuning it out, but slapping bodies, making little baby porpoises.
But so I finally recovered. I didn't fish at all during
Real seat malfunction, so I'm sending a message out to zip ties for Rick and Matt tomorrow morning.
Right.
If you got any at your house, just bring a couple.
Yeah.
The real seat fucked up, and so I had to snap it off. It just was. It was not going to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but the back one's still fine. Zipped out the front, good to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially for a day on
Sometimes
sea bass.
I think I have one rod that I stripped and tightened it down so much it kind of stripped it out a little bit where it gets loose all the time.
This one was it was ratcheted. It was fancy and that is not always the best thing when salt water comes around. Fancy
all geared and stuff.
Yeah, just put it on there.
Small tolerances.
Yeah.
And so when I recovered from being sick, I was like I'm going camping. I told Lee I was like I'm just going camping. I just got to go, and I know the weather's not going to be good, but I'm about ready to tour. And every time I've gone camping, it's always been I can pick my days because without touring, I'm within a day of my truck always. So I'm like I can pick my days. I can go within a day. I can go within 6 hours of my truck and go 3 hours of my truck and camp out. I can be close by. So I was like I'm just gonna go and whatever the fuck I get. I just got to go through something at this point because I've been sitting in the house just closed in, just feeling like shit.
Rain.
Yeah, and just sick,
Yeah.
sinus, just a big sinus infection and all that shit. So, I go, get the tide, and it's 15 mile an hour east. I'm going east all day long. It's 6 hours. I told Lee right before lunch, I said, I'm going for a 6 hour in the wind paddle. He was like, damn. And it was 6.5 hours until I got to the inlet I was trying to get to. And there's all open water, open water, and then channels, and then another part of open water.
Nice and salt coated.
It wasn't that bad. It was just, wasn't that bad. Wasn't blowing up on me too much, but it was just a lot of pitter patter. It is all flats, and it's backwater paddling, so it's not any breakers.
Okay.
I'm not getting broken on. The biggest waves were knee high,
Okay.
and they're pretty separated, and they're easy to ride. And also, but the thing is, later on, always like that type of paddling because it's not boring. The problem with paddling on those open flat waters, you get bored and you start to drift off, and you're not. When I'm in that shit that's fucking coming at me, every wave is every moment, and it keeps me in that moment every time because you don't want to get sideways, you don't want to get off track of it because then it takes you a while to get back, and you just got to keep going and keep paddling into it, and that's what I like about that.
10-foot back.
Yeah, or you get sideways.
Mess with something. Yeah.
Just get sideways, and then you got to turn. And I'm in my 4.7 because I'm going for 2 days, 2 nights, 3 days. So I got my full gear.
2 nights, 3 days.
Yeah, so it's a large boat to try to get turned around.
Yeah,
a 3-hour tour. Motorcycle.
Yeah, so it was a jet or thunder. I couldn't tell what that was.
Motorcycle.
All right, so I get out, and as soon as I almost get to the beach where I'm gonna camp, and it's dark and the sun's low, and I spook out 2 reds. And so, but immediately right there, that told me last year when I went out there, I'm either
you
seeing
should dig
reds.
up some mole crabs and put them on a hook and toss them out off the shore right there.
I was looking for small crabs.
Just use a small crab if you can catch a mole crab.
Yeah.
They fucking annihilate those things, dude.
Yeah.
Why do you think they're in the surf like that?
Right. But this isn't actually. I mean, I caught them last year out front in the surf, and I made that video that was in front of the island. I was actually.
Oh, you're not out.
Okay.
But these are also I saw them on the way out. So it's the marsh grass right inside the inlet, right inside the inlet.
Fiddlers on a hook.
Yeah. So I'm either seeing a pattern of them of that marsh grass near the inlet, or where you have like a shoreline to the marsh grass and sporadic grasses and clams.
Okay.
At low tide, you see clam spouts.
Yeah.
So that was another. So I recognize it. I'm starting to see a pattern now for this area. So I'm like, good. So I go and camp. And next, it's windy as shit. I didn't even try to fish. The sun was low. I was just tired as fuck anyway. Just want to land, go to sleep. Next day, it was nice and calm. I get going, and I was going to go explore this one island that has this big cove area, right? A big sandbar, kind of a big shoal and cove area. But that sand had been washed over and kind of filled in, so in that cove area, there wasn't a lot of life on that bottom. And what I'm looking for is clams and life. So there wasn't a lot of life on that bottom. So I didn't see a lot of fish. I saw rays over there when I went over there. I couldn't camp there either because it was so far to get at low tide. All that's exposed at low tide. Like the entire place is exposed. So it's way out of. Can't get off at low tide. So
you don't like to have to wait.
But no, I look for steep ass beaches.
Right, you don't want to wake up and wait.
Beach, boom. Yeah,
you ain't trying to wake up and wait.
You steep ass beach with a level off. And I look for this.
We ain't trying to drag shit, dude. Those kayaks suck, especially when they're loaded with shit. You got first off,
5
when
gallons
he's
of water.
loaded for camping for more than 4 or 5, like 3 or 4 days. Mm-hmm. You can't drag the boat.
Yeah,
it's a waddle. You pull and
I'm not going to unload water, so I'm not going to load 6 gallons, 8 gallons of water.
A few feet at a time moving a 15-foot boat that way.
That's why when I
only move a few
on my
feet.
tour video, I was like, I made like a real show. I'm looking
time lapse.
Well, not only that, but I'm looking as I'm coming to a beach. I'm looking for a campsite before I land because if I have to land and then go walk, and I have to pull my boat over here and it's like all moving. I'm trying to land and stop.
Right.
We're here.
Yeah. So then I fished this one inside marsh and marsh sides, and the bitch drops off in the really deep water where my half-ounce jig was taking a while to get down. I was like, fuck, that drops off fast. Right. But in the shallower spot, I was spooking out smaller reds. These looked like 20 from the dust that were kicking up. They looked like 20 inches. The visibility wasn't the best. It was from here to the door.
Big
right?
mullet, just dark.
So I'm here to the door, and that's not good enough
Yeah.
a lot of times, you know. And especially I was moving with the current, so I was kind of running into them a lot of times. I see this flat over there. I'll go over to this flat. There's nothing on this flat but sand, and doesn't even look like clams or nothing. So I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna go back over here where I spooked them that night. As soon as I get over there, I see one. I'm like, fuck, here they are. Okay, so and I immediately. He's coming this way, and I go, bam. I look over here, and I look over here, and he's here.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. So he spooks off. I see probably about a dozen in this area. I just worked this spot that's probably about 50 yards long.
Same fish. 9.5 times.
Dude, I think towards the end it might have been that one. But I did see a small. I did see pair. There were singles, there were pairs, and one school came through. And I fished that whole incoming tide right there. So as the water's coming up, I'm sticking myself into the marsh grass and just casting out. It's blind casting sometimes, moving to the other side, coming back to the other side. And this one school comes through, and I'm looking down this way, and I look up, and the scout sees me. Scout sees me, and I hear him doom 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 doom, and he cuts off this way, and the rest of his followers go this way. I'm like, God damn, make a cast, and you're like, no, I'm out. So yeah, and so
alert.
No dice.
Nothing, man. I'm just getting like, God damn, I see them, and they're seeing me just too many times running into them. Even when I'm anchored, I'm not seeing them until they're already on me. I'm like, fuck. So now I'm getting to a point where I want to go south to get, because if I wait to leave from this spot in the morning, I'm gonna have a west wind. I'm gonna have an open water. I'm gonna have a kind of a rough morning. I'd rather start off slow and get rougher as the day, because there's still another crossing I have to go later on the day that I know is just gonna be rough no matter what.
Right.
So I'm like, should I stay here and fish? Just keep fishing here. It's like 4 o'clock. So it's getting to later, and I don't want to wait till the tide turns, and then I have 2 miles to go into the current. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stay here anyway. So I'm trying to make a decision whether to stay here and fish or head out to the other spot. And this one fish comes through. He's, there is all 36 inches in that size, and he flashes me, but he's not with a fucking school. Most of the time they flash. We talked about it on the video and the DVD. They flash, they bump each other, and they're mating ritual or giving each other room or do dominance, whatever they're doing. But we see the flash.
Turn sideways,
turn.
man, and the sun hits them. You
Yes,
see
they see
a
a flash.
fish.
They just turn like this and right
There's a
themselves.
fish right there.
They just turn and right themselves. So these are the school. This one was by himself, zoomed across the flash, did it like 4 or 5 times. It was like this, ha 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 ha. And I was like, I'm out, man. Fuck you guys. I'm fucking out of here. I'm going home. I'm going back to this other spot. Fuck you guys. I just left. It was like, I was so over him. Because that was totally like uncharacteristic. Because he was moving, hold on, ass too. Wham! 10 feet, wham! 10 feet, it was fucking blue. There was nothing behind him. Nothing behind him. He wasn't with another school. He was by himself. It was probably that one that I kept on seeing.
Yeah.
It's probably the same one that
He's just swimming around in a circle. At the end of the day, he's like, fuck you.
Yeah, he's just fucking.
He's like, I'm fucking tired of swimming around you.
Let me end this.
Frustrated me out of there.
Yeah.
So then I get back to the southern inlet, so it gives me an easier way. I have to wait till 10 o'clock for the tide to come in, take me in, and it rains in the morning, so I'm just hanging out, and then then I get a
into
little
the
gap.
morning, it was fucking terrible all day.
I had a gap right before 10 o'clock to break my tent down, and I don't want to break it and just hang out. So I knew I had radar on my phone, which is a new thing being camping. I didn't have that 10 years ago.
Right.
So I can see the radar coming. Like, I got time. I got this gap between here. Break it down. Get out of there. On the way in, the winds start picking up, so it takes another 6 hours to get to one. So I have my last crossing that I have to get through. Right, it's about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 mile crossing, and so I'm standing there getting ready, eating, just taking my break before I launch into this crossing, open water, so it's choppy, and I'm looking at the forecast. I'm like, well, it's not going to get any better, and it looks like it's not going to get any worse. Just go. I'm not going to wait for anything. Just go. And I started going, and here comes the class. I go, oh, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse.
Yeah.
But what was cool about it was I got in those situations, and what's good about paddling, this is what I was, in the post I said it mentally tested me, was it got into that kind of Buddhist kind of Zen mode where this is what I'm doing. Yeah. I can't go any faster. I can't slow down. I can't stop. There's no decision. This is what I'm doing. Yeah. You just do it. And I've been here before. I know what this is like. It's not anything you got to worry about. It's going to get shit. It's going to get worse. It's going to blow 30 while I'm out here in open water. Yeah. I know what's going to happen. Just stay straight. every wave is every wave is every breath. Every wave is just moving. Finally get to the, kind of a spot, and then I had this other little crossing, about a half-mile crossing, and I'm just slow trudging, just moving right along, and a guy in a boat was like, "You all right? You all right?" And I get to the edge, the lee of the land where I'm getting out of the wind, and I kind of look up, and I didn't really see him. He's waving at me. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And he goes, "Thumbs up." I'm like, "Yeah." And I get to the edge, and he sees me just kind of shake out my hands and kind of do this, and he sees I'm all right, but I was just like, slow trudging.
Yeah.
Just slow trudging.
Yeah.
And then I got in, and just felt good.
All right.
Just felt good for just that whole day. I knew that I just and that was exactly what I was asking for, is get my ass kicked out there.
Yeah.
What was fucked up is I reached in my truck, and my shoulder all went crack, and I was like hurt. I was like, all of a sudden I went 3 days to get my ass kicked, full power, full feeling, strong as fuck, and I ripped my arm out going in my truck, and it was nothing. It was just air, whatever. Because I was just really tight, and I went in to stretch my muscles out a little
Lactic
bit,
acid.
or whatever it was. Because an hour later, or when I got home, hour and a half later after I got out of the shower, I was like fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like funny.
Yeah, that's what got me fishing, man. I used to play a lot of recreational sports and stuff like that, and then finally tore my ACL playing kickball at 35, and then I was like, all right, the jumping days, the running days are over.
Yeah.
Let's concentrate on fishing.
Yeah.
That's where my
Well,
my levels got ramped up. Like
that's me too. I'm just looking for some low impact, you know what I mean? And kayaking was that. You're not going to have anything suddenly happen. Although slamming into the pilings, and if you stiff arm a piling, you're going to hurt your shoulder.
Yeah.
But but that was also yoga too. It was no impact, but full exercise that I could. And then I started kicking and kickboxing and shit on just at home stuff. But, so that now I got swollen Achilles tendon now.
I don't care how cool you are. Don't go sheep's head and spade fishing and barefoot.
Yeah.
Well, one of those, need them feet. Right?
Some of those times.
Yeah. Well, there's multiple ways with those two species that you can get fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're fishing around the pilings. If you stick your foot out, you're going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
If one of those fish gets a spike in your foot, you're going to be fucked up.
Yeah.
I had a spadefish spike hit me in my thigh, and it bruised. Remember that? I had a weird bruise around it. That scared me because I was like, "Why is there a circle around it?"
And it's fine in the middle.
Yeah, but it was a hole, but then it was like regular color, and then a bruise around it. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I think it was just an impact because it hit me hard. Yeah. And it's that anal fin that's just a spike. It's not a spine. It's just full blown like dagger, like triangle spike. Yeah, it looks like a nail. Yeah.
Dude, I know I've probably talked about this 100 times on here, but they had to go back and surgically remove a sheep's head spike from Roger's foot that came through his Crocs.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah. Those things are serious, man.
Yeah.
The pictures, there's not a video. That wasn't video of, it was pictures sequence that you have of me having that one, and then like standing up and I'm literally like, I have my feet, I'm in the drifter and I'm like this.
Bitch about ready to go.
My feet are in the seat crazy. And he's going fucking nuts and I'm just like scared. You know what I mean? Like, I think those things will fuck
especially if they don't fight all of a sudden and then you give them the boat and they're chill.
They go crazy.
They're gonna go crazy. I had one that I had to lean on because he was about ready to get loose.
I was in a bad spot and the fish started to go crazy and I just hopped up and I'm like this in my seat. And I was like, oh my, just trying not to get cut, you know what I mean? You're just trying not to get hurt. You're at a lot of mercy out there, man. Once you're past that first small boat channel, if you get cut decent, it's you know what I mean. Try not to get cut. You stick a hook through you any place weird that you can't paddle in, you're in trouble. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, you have your cell phone, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, but it sucks.
Still.
Yes. Alright, we got some questions on here. I guess it's just some bullshit.
Are people talking shit?
No.
Is Kevin rubbing his foot?
Ow.
Ow.
So ow.
Is Kevin rubbing his foot? Is that what it says?
I think Shane said him and him and Shane are the or Allison, him and Shane are the only ones that like us.
There's only one of them watching. One of them dropped out.
Right. Heavy fish with Ronnie, he put you on poons.
So what?
The guy, Ronnie, man. That was such a joke, dude. All that whole Facebook fucking... I just went
Talking
on...
about
I
your
just,
citation?
no. That dude... That,
When you caught troll?
man, I just don't get it. I understand fishermen exaggerate things. If you tell me you caught a 50-pound fish and I see the picture, I know whether it's a 50-pound fish or not. If you tell me you caught a 50-pound fish and I know you, sometimes I know it's 30. You know what I mean? Like, and then aside from that, this dude just goes and posts pictures of other. This was somebody's fucking profile picture from March.
So he took another person's picture.
Yes. And
Okay,
said,
that's
I
where
put
I was.
this guy on this fish on the Eastern Shore this morning. It's been that guy's profile picture since March 16th.
Okay, so what did the other guy chime in at all? Did
He never. No. He was not.
They're both from
in the
Roanoke,
same area,
and
they
they're
don't
not
know
friends
each
on
other.
Facebook.
They don't know
Now, if I put you on a tarpon, and we both live in Norfolk, we'd be friends, right? On Facebook, right? I don't know, man. I don't know what the dude's deal is.
He said he owns like 3 houses. Somebody gave him a house. It's just the craziest shit. He's just a pathological liar. Like, it's insane. And then yesterday, he posted a picture of the dude's giant. I mean, he's fucking giant. But he has 2 small cobias and talking about we got citations and shit. Like,
240 inches.
I mean, they might have been keepers.
Considering he's a big guy, so that would be
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I mean, you can't gaff them anymore, so he probably measured them. I don't know. I guess if you lay them against your side and they're wider than you, and you're 40 inches wide.
Yeah, somebody was asking me about the no gaffing thing today.
It's so weird.
I can understand it. Fish getting off, recovery of a fish. You know, they're trying to.
They didn't tell you can't go spearfishing.
Yeah, but you kind of lock
So
in.
they think they're gonna.
Dude,
someone's gonna hit
I
them with
caught
gas, but not.
Jay-
get
I
them,
mean,
but gash.
That's
It's
what I'm
not.
thinking.
It's
That's what I'm
not
thinking. That's what
rare
I'm-
enough that I fucking the first amberjack that we caught on that epic trip that I went with Jay last year had a mark on both sides.
Right, so it goes through.
It had been spear gunned and broke off on the tower.
Yeah, right.
It was obvious it had been spear gunned. There was a fucking hole through it, son. I mean, like a mark. It was an obvious spear. I mean, talking about mid-body straight through, mark on both sides. I mean, it happens. You lose fish on a hook that you have got hooked. Fish die.
But I would think
this one lived.
I would think the no gaffing thing was the recovery of them. Sure, if
Dude,
you catch and release, more catch
so
and
this
release.
is the weird.
Man, if you catch
I don't
a
know.
really big one, you should be able to gash.
I don't know how we went into how this even came about. Like, so I'm at the meeting and this dude Rob O'Reilly goes off about how we're overfishing cobia and this and that, and then he shows the overfishing numbers, and then there's the danger numbers, and then there's the actual overfishing numbers. So here's the catch limit, here's the danger mark, and then here's the overfishing limit. Well, we're at the fishing limit.
Right.
And they're talking about overfished.
Right.
You've got 2 more levels above this shit, and no matter how many times Ken, in front of this guy, says, and I hate everyone else that was up there. Those people are fucking ignorant as fuck. They didn't give a fuck that you were there. Ken actually cares about recreational fishermen. The chick from fucking, that fucking dumb broad from up there, that mean ass bitch from, Reedville. The fucking Omega lover. Fuck that shit, dude. Those people didn't give a fuck, man. If it wasn't for the no gaff thing, it was not even a go. Some dude literally said, I live on the Eastern Shore and I look out and see them gaffing fish that look like minnows.
If you're on the Eastern Shore, you're looking out 3 miles.
I live on the Eastern Shore. This is the dude on the fucking commission.
Yeah.
He has a vote. Says, I see them gaffing fish that look like minnows. So anyway, there's like 3 proposals going into this thing. Complete, do whatever the fuck we have always done.
Right.
Complete, do nothing. Like, cut it off, federal.
Right.
And then they were talking about a 3 fish, 1 over 50 or whatever. 3 fish max per boat, 1 per person. Whatever. Well, this dude gets tired of hearing public comments and said, or they get done with the public comments, and the commission starts talking about it, and the one guy goes, well, I think we're going to sit here and argue on, why don't I, what is it, motion. 2 fish, 40-inch limit, 1 fish over 50. This is one guy. And fucking 3 people are like, I second. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is that?
Well, that sounded like a medium.
Nobody even introduced that option. And then they would talk about the gaff. No gaff.
Right. But there was no reason for that?
I see people gaffing minnows.
No. Well, we
That
saw
was the main.
some motherfuckers gaffing drumming in North Carolina.
Right.
Yeah.
I see people gaffing minnows.
Yeah. From 3 miles.
Right, correct.
Anywhere on East Shore, you're got
It's
a good
just
distance
the
before you see
fucking,
somebody.
it was the most
Unless you live
ignorant
at the
thing
very
I've ever
bottom.
seen in my
On
life.
that
I'm glad I didn't go to all the meetings.
Yeah.
Because it was all I could do to keep my mouth shut and not tell those people that this was. Dude, they don't give a. And like that thing I posted the other day when I said fishing is over. You know, you're gonna pay to keep fish. It's coming to that.
Right.
But
Or the commercial fish are gonna pay that they're the only ones that can harvest, like they do down
Right.
in Texas with snapper shit, or like all that. I don't know, man.
it's crazy.
It looks.
You can't catch anything
It's like
if you
this
drop up.
slowly
If you're over any type of
little
wreck or
things.
anything in the Gulf and drop down a cut bait or a live bait, you don't catch anything but red snapper. They're endangered, and only commercial fishermen can keep them except 9 days a year.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I heard a lot of those rules when I was
Dude, this
in
shit's gonna,
Florida.
it's coming, man. They literally, it's gonna be over.
Mhm.
You're not gonna be able to keep shit.
Right.
It's they want catch now. This year, it's mandatory optional catch reporting for Cobia. You're supposed
Right,
to go
for stripers, you gotta do
online
that for
and
stripers.
fill out a form if you went
For
Cobia
stripers.
fishing, whether you caught a fish or not.
Yeah.
Do you think in any way, shape, or form that could help you in any fucking way? Because if you go fishing and don't catch fish,
Right.
there's not enough fish. If you go fishing every time and catch your limit, there's too many fish. You're killing
killing too many fish.
too many fish.
How about this is that thing where we had the guy come to Appomattox and one of the fish cop guys. We were going to have him on the show here.
Yeah, we need to get him over here.
Yeah. And the thing that bothered me, he said when he was talking, and I didn't question him because I didn't. It was already 45 minutes. You know, me and Really Writers have come up after. I didn't want to extend it anymore. But he was talking about the striper registry thing. You have to, if you register for this, you have to give reports, even if you don't catch nothing or not. And if you don't, like say if you forget to do it or just kind of give up on it, you can be penalized. That was the part that bothered me. He was like, first of all, I'm volunteering my information, and I'm gonna get in trouble if I stop doing it.
But once you sign,
Yeah.
you're already.
So no, if you have to sign for it, if
You're on the dotted line already.
If you're targeting large striper, trophy size striper, you have to be
in the
registered.
bay, yeah.
You have to have a. If you're gonna keep one, you have to have a card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I looked up.
I
It's not
basically,
the same for the ocean. That's what I looked up the other day when
I basically went. I'm not gonna fuck a striper then.
No, you shouldn't
They're
fuck a
all in-
striper.
yeah.
You shouldn't fuck a striper anyway.
They're all in New Jersey anyway. So fuck it.
Kevin just said he's not gonna fuck a
I'm
striper.
not gonna
Yeah.
fucking. I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm not gonna.
No,
fucking
you just
target.
said I'm not gonna fuck striper.
I haven't.
Right, I haven't. I don't feel the urge.
Yeah, well that's the thing. It's fucking striper, reds. You know, it's like we got Carolina's reds. Jersey's got our stripers.
Yeah.
Man, we used to have our stripers. It's just different.
We got Florida's Cobia, but we can't keep them.
They're all out. The stripers just go out with Menhaden. They're
Right.
trying to escape the Omega boat, so they're offshore.
right.
Yeah.
That's really all at. It's conspiracy, man. Take
That
it
whole
all the way.
shit.
Yeah.
That whole shit with Omega. The Menhaden numbers that they give you are for our coastal region. They hardly ever travel outside of the bay
Right,
more than a
right.
few miles.
Right.
So they're taking from here, and the stock assessment is from
For the entire, yeah.
here. Like it's like
That's what kills me about that.
you're
Just go out.
Why the stripers are gone?
Exactly.
Follow them out.
Like, come on, man. Like, why wouldn't you want the bay to be healthy? Like,
At least,
Fuck,
at least
man.
reds eat crabs. At least reds will change their diet in the whole. You know, when those crabs are all over the place, they will
yeah.
shit
Give it
crabs.
for water.
the
layer.
beginning of the
They're
season
filthy.
when people were
Yeah,
catching
wow.
cobias on top on bucktails and eels. They're cutting them open and finding a dozen blue crabs in their stomach.
Right.
Right now, the fish we caught I went on with Brian on Wednesday. Drove around, me, Jay, Brian, and Jerry. We only caught one. That thing spit up mantis shrimp like crazy.
Yeah.
The mantis, and that's what everybody says. They're stuffed with mantis shrimp.
I
right
had
now.
a red, one of the small ones, one of the 36 inches, to throw
Apparently, there's
mantis
a
ray out.
shit ton mantises right now. Apparently.
Don't fucking walk on the bottom.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Have you seen how those things work?
Fuck.
And these are spearing mantis.
Fuck. Fuck them things. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Facebook is active. Hold on, let's go to YouTube first because I was thinking about that.
I'll see them up on the shore.
We see them just in their bellies. I haven't seen them in
Okay.
live.
It's
Just
in the
they're
fish.
always coming out of fish and
Okay.
spitting out of fish. And you still have yours? You get rid of yours, Lee?
Yeah, the man. Well, I put it at Joel's house, and the mantis.
Okay, yeah. He had a crusher. He had one with the they hit and they smash shit.
Okay.
These ones are the stabbers. The ones we have here.
Why is everything fucking so long?
YouTube. Whoa.
Is that
Yeah.
a stabber one?
Yeah. Stop. Fucking YouTube, dude.
Still right there. It was not at the end. That's the next video.
Oh god.
I gotta put some goddamn music with that shit.
Whatever, man.
So-
Put some
swing.
bleed, yeah, some.
What the fuck? Stop. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Wait! Dude,
Yeah.
the slow-mo videos when they
That's
put
one bad
damsels
here.
in the tank, they like straight shoot through. Pull it back in before like it's a. I mean, they have to slow it down so
Yeah,
slow.
you have to slow that one down to really see it.
Yeah.
That's in the sand, so that's the type.
That's what they do, man. They hide in the
Yeah.
sand. That's what you do. One of those things will fuck you up. They said they slice the shit out of people.
I bet. I've heard people when they get loose in the boat, like they caught them, because they'll attack lures.
Okay.
Yeah. Gene had a giant one.
Yeah, she got
Yeah.
one
Like that one that
fits-
big, like a lobster size. Yeah.
We grill
They'll
those
attack-
fuckers.
Right?
Yeah, they
Oh,
attack
yeah.
lures, so yeah. One's
At
got-
that point, you grill that
somebody
fucker.
said, I remember hearing somebody got loose in the boat and chewed up his
Got
foot.
him.
Yeah, sliced up his foot. Had to get stitches.
Damn it.
Dude, I ain't trying to fuck with them.
Yeah.
The Smashers, there's. I'll show you the video, but it's gonna take some work. They're literally the ones I had. The original one I had can bust open a little neck clam with like 3 or 4 hits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
It's pretty-
clubs, man.
Yeah.
Pummel. Yep.
Tear it up.
No, it just cracks the shell.
Yeah.
Then it just starts tearing it apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane, man. They killed fish. Fish would get close. Wham!
Yeah.
Death blow. Or it would swim up to a slow moving fish and just nail it. I put gudgeons in there.
Okay. Whack.
Gudgeons apparently just don't give a fuck about anything, so they just swim wherever,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Wham!
Wham!
You can hear it
Got it.
outside of the aquarium.
Yeah.
You can hear the punch
Yeah.
outside of the aquarium. The thump. When they hit him, it's like
It was pretty cool.
it would like ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to. If Joel hadn't sold the BioCube, I might have to bring it back over and set it back up, get a peacock.
Yeah, I got oysters in mine. I have just a fish bowl with salt water in it, and sand.
And an aerator.
And an aerator. And
he just changes water every like 2 weeks. Water.
Sand's been in there for like 3 years. I got worms. You can see the worms in there.
Everything. The bacteria is live as fuck, man. He's got a live
fish bowl.
That's what keeps it clean. It's literally everything.
Now,
the sand and rocks that have been in there forever keep it clean.
But I used to change the water, and I'm just going to change the water out again. But I've had a clump of oysters in there, and the water has been the cleanest it's ever been. Those oysters just constantly are filtering that shit out. It's super clear, except for the sides. But I have grass shrimp, and I have the Japanese shore crabs, or the piling crabs, the banded piling crabs.
Do you still have any of the goby? Like,
no fish. No fish. They can't survive that. It's still pretty salty in there. You know, it gets salty. But I have whelks. Whelks came with the clams. Or the oysters. I had some in there because they were really small, and what the fuck is these little white maggot-looking things, right? And then they got a magnifying glass on them, and they were fucking little teeny whelks. And now I have one that's
grill
that
those
big in there. But those are also cleaned in my glass.
Yeah,
they're in my glass, and they're So I've got a full.
He literally has a half-gallon saltwater aquarium that has stayed alive for like
years.
5 years.
Oh yeah, that's sweet, man.
That's insane. Never had a major crash. Like nothing is. Everything has not died ever at one time.
Yeah. But I can't put too many crabs in there. Some crabs came with the oysters, and I haven't seen them lately. So I don't know if the big guys got them. But otherwise the shrimp can't get the ones that have survived. You can't get them because they flash out of the way, and I feed them fish food. And,
Well, the extra fish food, the oysters filter out.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I would like it be a little bit bigger, but the fishbowl size is fine because I can take it down and clean it and put it back up.
Yeah, and if you fuck with it, you're gonna have to restart.
Yeah. I have to get new sand and all that stuff. But
if I can find, I could give you
Really?
my BioCube setup.
Yeah, but I
like that from Joel, and you could have a whole.
I would like just the fishbowl I have. I would like just a little bit bigger, just a touch bigger. You know what I mean? Not too much because I want to.
You don't have to have the stand with the cube though, and as long as the pump runs forever,
right?
It circulates.
Right.
You would.
Yeah. I don't know. It might be a little bit more complicated.
I don't. For what you do, I don't think so. For what you have, I don't think so. Other than the fact that you have to support and keep it up that high.
Yeah, have it in the window.
Yeah. Or use it with a stand and put it on the front window.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Cats like that. Cats are like that.
Huh?
Cats are like that. Moose already stares at it. Like, what's in there? We should move
Let
around.
me get
At that point, with that size in a tank circulating, because it has the cover, it doesn't evaporate that much.
Yeah, I have my cover on it, but still some gets out. It's evaporating less with the oysters in there. For some reason, that's got less evaporation. I don't know because they're keeping it maybe cleaner, or I don't know what they're doing,
But you can get sand and set it up with the BioCube.
I used to have a giant worm in there, but one of the crabs got it.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a worm in there that was that long.
Like a
sandworm.
Sandworm. Yeah. Flatworm type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can see them at night. They pop out. You see their paths, along the sides.
Yeah.
And you can see them come out and just grabbing food, grabbing shit, floating. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
My tank always grew those little baby tube worms. And it's just a little tube curl.
Yeah.
And then when the lights go out and it filters water, it just sits a feather out.
Yeah. It's kind of like a barnacle.
Yeah. Just like a barnacle.
Yeah, because that's what barnacles do.
Yeah.
That's
like a barnacle.
Palm leaf looking, finger looking thing. That
They be on the glass, all just like white little curly things.
I like
and
them.
then the night comes on and there's.
I like the barnacles, but the crab, if he gets hungry, he'll open them bitches up. Yeah. So I don't think any more has lasted. I think he's gotten through all of them.
Yeah.
That one shedded in there once already, so he's gotten fairly big.
The Japanese shore crab.
Yeah. He's the most dominant creature in there. Yeah. He's about that big now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's all, he's not scared anymore. He comes to the
Talk of the walk.
Yeah, he comes,
I should have
to the
just
window.
taken the fucking BioCube and put the clownfish with the mantis in there and brought it to Kevin's house. He'd have everything alive.
Yeah.
The mantis I had wouldn't have fucked with the clownfish, the small one. The big one would have killed the clownfish at night. But the little one I had, even though he was stronger than the big one, punch for punch size wise, he was not stronger. Like, he couldn't take out what the big one could take out.
What's funny is when he had that big ass $1 million tank he had up there.
It wasn't even.
I was just exaggerating, obviously.
Right.
He was like, he saw mine. He was like, man, you're as much enjoyment as I do with my fucking $1 million tank.
Yeah.
I had corals and everything until
electric meters.
this shit. No, it wasn't. One pump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The house stays fairly the same temperature, man. The aquarium, and because of the way I ran it through, I mean, I guess maybe a little bit, but I don't think I was burning any more than a fridge or whatever.
Right.
No.
Right.
I mean,
Probably not. Right now.
Right.
But
and it was just me and Kyle living here for the most part, and I was not here that much. And if I was here, I was sitting in front of the aquarium with all the fucking lights out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch TV.
Right.
I don't watch TV. I don't like.
Watch
The only
this
reason I watch
aquarium.
TV,
Watch this aquarium.
I would sit in front of that aquarium for hours.
Yeah.
When I worked second shift, I came home, and the lights would be on. The bright lights, the daylights would be on until 12:45. So I get home at 11:20. The bright lights be on until 12:45, and then at 1:30, the blue lights would go out, and it'd be dark, and I go to bed. But I would just sit there, man.
oh yeah, that's cool.
Dude, I had
Cool
clownfish,
That's why
I
you're
had
having your wedding at the
tangs, I
aquarium,
had
right?
coral. No, Maggie picked that out. Yeah, that was her. She gets to pick that type of stuff,
Yeah.
man. I have I get my say so, but that's an awesome place, and she checked out. I didn't let her pick the first place she went to. That was the first place she went to, and I didn't let her decide then. I was like, look, you really have to go look at some other places. You can't just be like, hey, we're getting married.
Yeah.
This place is awesome. Like, I know you're excited about the wedding. So she did, and she looked at a bunch of places, and she really likes the aquarium. It's cool.
That's cool.
The food's good. It'll be cool.
So, you ready for UFC 200?
I'm ready for all goddamn weekend.
Yeah.
Are you on?
Next
Are you on
weekend?
my fight page?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on my
Yeah.
fight page.
Is that
Okay,
next
okay.
weekend?
And let me say this real quick. When you break down the McGregor, Diaz, and
Dude, I saw
that was a great breakdown.
I just saw it. It blew me away.
Yeah.
It blew me away
Yeah.
because I saw something in that first when they first met, and I was like, "Oh shit! There's something different
He's
here."
not scared.
I saw it immediately. He's not
Stocky.
scared. Not only he's not scared, he's in
Yeah.
Connor's head. When he slapped his hand, I was like, "Well, that's not Connor.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually do that. He'll do some shit." But
Yeah.
and then I started watching him, and he couldn't get to Diaz because Diaz is fully like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, whatever.
And like me, like, "Fuck
Whatever.
you."
Whatever.
My crew's gonna beat up your crew.
Yep.
And they meant it, and it scared the fuck out of me. And I was like,
He's like, this doesn't usually happen. Like,
because remember I posted, I was like, I was laughing when I
Yeah.
first saw the slap. I was like, oh shit, he's
They look
scared.
like gangsters.
And then on the
They
wheel,
look
and then
like
on the
thugs,
weigh-ins,
man.
he flinched. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's done.
Yeah.
He's not gonna
Yeah.
win. This is it.
I think
He's
in that
it.
same
He's full
post,
on
I
gangster.
think
like
that's
I
what I
said though, he's still he might have been shaken, and he did look shaken. He unleashed some really good shots.
He did.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he has a chance the second time.
No, not
Diaz is gonna fucking annihilate him.
Not with
But
well trained.
Diaz ate it though. He let it
Yeah,
out. And he
man.
sat there and looked at him like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
that's not usually how that goes.
And especially when he came back after the first round and seen
Yeah.
breathing hard. You haven't
Yeah.
seen kind of
Yeah.
and later on he said all that spinny shit is
Yeah.
making him winded.
Yeah.
You know, it's making him work
he's
too hard.
throwing like
Hard.
hard shots, and he was hitting Diaz, and Diaz would just step back and rub
Wiping
it
the
off,
blood out, wiping
and
the
then
blood out
slap
of his
him.
eye. Yeah, slap him.
And then slap.
Stockton pitch.
It was so funny that he knew he was going to win that thing from the start.
Did you get tickets with us for
Yeah.
Detroit? Good.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. No, this is the Super Bowl weekend.
I told you
Coming
he
up.
went to he said he went up for business to Philly, and you were guys in your
Oh, that's right.
in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
vehicle
yeah.
or a rental vehicle
No,
or whatever.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We're going
And
to
saw-
see Joe Rogan with Joey Diaz.
Yeah.
And like we're driving along right here, and all of a sudden we pass a Mack truck that says UFC, and I was like, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
where was the
I saw a tap, and it was one of those fight nights.
Yeah.
It was actually the one where Chet Congo and Pat Berry were fighting.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh,
it was awesome.
Yeah.
I went by myself, but
Yeah, the people didn't even want to go.
Yeah.
Like, I know the people.
yeah.
He just
which is fine. I'm like, hey, as soon as they get there, like, what do you want to do? I was like, take me to the arena. I need a ticket.
Yeah.
Like,
take me to the arena.
yeah, it was awesome, and that was the only UFC I've ever been to. But it was a killer one.
Yeah, well, the Glory thing was the first professional
yeah.
big thing.
I've never been to Glory.
Holy
But
shit,
I've always
dude, it
wanted
was
to.
fun
It
as
we,
fuck.
we saw a lot of big names too. We saw Joe Schilling. We saw
Yeah, he was even talking about Joe
We
Schilling.
saw Marcus.
And he was on this week's podcast, wasn't he?
Yeah. Marcus. Look, we saw
Maybe
a
listen.
good fight. That was a second fight. I forgot what the name was. But we saw Verhoeven.
Okay.
And that motherfucker is giant.
It's-
Dude,
Yeah.
it's so crazy. They just throw so hard. You watched it on TV, right?
Oh, yeah.
The first time I saw it on TV, I was like, holy shit, these guys
You don't
throw
have to worry-
completely harder.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about getting taken down.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
takedown.
it's just like,
yeah. Leg kick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude can't dive in on your legs.
So the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, whoa. I was like, step back, I was like, oh
It's like
my
watching
goodness.
a video game.
I remember these guys kick way hard,
Yeah.
and then seeing it, hearing it in the scope.
Yeah.
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 You can hear it in like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
That was
Well, that's
loud.
what the Ted's only be better because the
damn.
Ted is like,
It's short,
When
it's
Verhoeven
deep, man.
is giant.
Yeah.
Though. He's
Yeah.
we heard.
Yeah,
that
they
shit.
told us there was not going to be very many tickets sold, and then it sounds like a lot. Most of the lower level tickets are sold.
yeah,
So
the two sides that were like closer. I was like, let's get like close on one of these sides, and they
she's
were
like,
all
"You can
both
get
sold.
wherever you want," and then she's like,
So then
"Oh."
so then she was like, "This is the section." I was like, "All right, give us in the middle, couple rows up." You know,
"Yeah, we want to be."
7 rows up.
Nobody
right
wants to
in the middle.
look up level
Yeah.
Right.
or
Should be good.
Yeah.
down,
a little
but-
bit down. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'm excited about it. But what the Thursday is
Is that not
this coming Thursday?
This coming Thursday
is that's
the ticket, or the fight pass.
yeah, but it's Dos Anjos and Alvarez
Okay,
is fighting. That's the headline fight of that one. I'm not sure who's on the undercard, but there's good
that's a
ones.
fight night.
It's fight night on.
FS1.
I think that's on Fight Pass.
Okay.
That's the
then-
heavyweight, not the.
No, 55.
No, Son,
55,
yeah.
okay.
He's-
So that's Dos Anjos is 55, and so then
Oh,
Friday
it's Dos
night.
Santos.
Yeah, so San Jose. Dos Anjos.
Dos Anjos.
Dos
Anjos.
Dos Anjos.
Yeah.
That's it. Because Dos Santos is a heavyweight.
That's what I said. Dos Santos is the heavyweight.
Yeah.
Dos
Dos
Anjos is the 55.
55.
Right.
Champion.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a title fight.
Title fights are each night, and then Friday night is champion Joanna the champion is fighting.
Joanna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joanna the champion. is
Joanna.
fighting now.
Jedrzejczyk or whatever.
Yeah, Jajujek, yeah.
Jajujek,
Yeah. So she's fighting that
Savage.
night. And then, of course, UFC 200, which the whole
Yeah.
card could be co-headliners or headliners.
Isn't Cowboy
Good thing
fighting
about-
again?
No, he wanted to. He tried to.
Oh.
He was trying to. He just
Okay.
fought just recently.
Okay, I
Dude,
thought
God,
Cowboy
Cowboy
tried to get
fight,
into
man.
200.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, the
Yeah.
Cowboy fight. Never seen
I
him
saw
look-
it live.
So-
I mean, I saw it like on not live, but I saw it on
Yeah.
YouTube
I
right
mean, don't
after.
get me wrong. If you call him right now, he'll fight.
Yeah, but when he took
Yeah.
apart Cote like that,
Yeah.
it was blowing me away even for a Cowboy. I'm a
Yeah.
big Cowboy fan
Dismantled
since-
that guy, man. And Coach is a good fighter.
Yeah,
he just
he hits hard.
he fucking just took him apart.
What surprised me is immediately took a takedown.
That takedown in the
Yeah.
first round.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's what he needed
What?
to do. It
Yeah.
was great game plan. Great
Yeah.
game plan because
Yeah.
he needed it. Goddamn, he
Because
needed to
nobody's
do that.
training for that.
Fucking boom down,
Right.
boom, got him down,
Fighting for that.
made him wrestle. Second round, he just fucking chopped his legs up.
Yeah.
Right, still staying on the outside. Right. The third
Like
round
those
is what
Daniels did
fucked
to him.
me up. Right. Third round is what fucked me up with Cowboy because he started getting the pocket and he's known for outside shots, didn't get you in the choke, but he got inside the pocket and was
Yeah.
like, because that's where
Yeah.
Cote's world is.
Yeah.
He's Cote's in there throwing, he's inside going,
Yeah.
gaga, bam! Hits it with a left and freaking tumbles out.
Yeah.
It was just amazing. That was the most amazing part.
Dude, he knocked him out 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just straight knocked him
Here's what we
down
did here
3
on
times.
TV. I'm waiting for it to come on Fight Pass. It should be in another couple weeks or so. But in Cowboys corner, they said after the commercial when he came back, he said there between the second and third round, he was like, now we're gonna turn it up.
Yeah.
What? He said, now watch this.
Oh, shit.
Cowboys like that that strong with it. He was like, oh, and that, oh, here we go.
Well, he wasn't cutting all as much weight.
Fuck no, and he looked he looked fuller. I think he only had to cut 6 pounds, so he was eating, drinking the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, I drink.
Oh, he drinks a lot. Budweiser, yeah.
He likes to fucking chill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what my boy Clint at work. He was like, yeah, he's got to fight every week. It looks like he likes. He like follows him on social media. It looks like he likes to spend a lot of money. He's got to fight a lot. It looks like he likes to spend a lot of money.
He does.
But that's the thing, man. It's like it's like when it's a planned fight. It's never, he's always down. But you call him, hey man, we got to fight in 2 weeks. It's
But
go time.
There was a big change early before we went on those UFC runs. It was like right after the WEC, and he came over to UFC, and he was having a hard transition. He tried to change his training into like more of a professional training style. Like he didn't do his wakeboarding. He just trained, and he lost. That's when he lost against was it Bindo? No, was it Bindo the second time? Might have been. No, I can't remember. I remember it wasn't Cowboy. And then he came back from that, started doing his wakeboarding and everything else, and he was fine. Jumping out of planes and all that shit. Yeah. So I hope he stays. They're gonna bounce in between 55 and 70, I think. But yeah, I hope that's gonna be good. And it doesn't sound like Connor's getting down at 45 again.
Nah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't look healthy, man. He looks. You see him when he's going out there. You're like.
He's gonna end up staying at 55.
He fucking hit Aldo so hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dude, he pissed Aldo off so bad.
Right.
Aldo's just like ready to fucking strangle this motherfucker, and he just ran in.
Yeah.
He did it.
All right. There we go.
He talked about his nationality.
2 years worth of shit.
They squared off 60 fucking times. I was like, I've never seen two people square off for one fight this many times. It was like on everything you've ever seen.
It was 2 years. Because then Aldo got hurt. There was another year.
It was finally all right, man, just put this fight on. And come on.
7 seconds in.
Yeah. That was a crazy night.
That was funny. That was a funny night. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. This weekend's gonna be good. Yeah. And then Glory's the week after, or a week after that, something like that.
Week after that. Day after my birthday.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was so much fun when we went.
Yeah, I didn't know how much. I didn't know how cool it was gonna be. Yeah. Right. I was thinking it was all right, but as soon as you heard it, I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
And then the stereo of the people, like if you hear a leg kick closer to this side of the ring, and these people go whoa, and if they move over here and he picks up, and this guy goes, this whole right side of the place goes whoa.
That shouldn't be a bad seat in the TED, even though I think we got pretty good seats, but it should be awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking cool. Yeah, we tried to see if Willow Rag's wanted to go on that one, but
he spent all his money going to Denver.
Yeah, he might be able to get a ticket when he gets back.
Yeah.
We'll see. Also,
I'm sure they can.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could probably get one of the top ones. I think there'll be people there, but it's not gonna be seats. It's not gonna be.
We could have moved around a lot more at the scope when we went. Yeah, I don't know where I'm fishing. I don't know if I'm gonna fish this weekend. It's one of those. I asked
the most weekend to fish.
It is.
And
that's why I'm not going by myself. I cannot go fishing by myself. I'd rather go with a buddy, because then I'm not gonna get as mad. I can bitch at somebody and vent it out rather than get mad at somebody out there. Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Tex looks like he's off. He might be doing something. I don't know.
My friend was talking about going to Menhaden. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to Menhaden. Not no.
Either I'm gonna go to Bridge or I'll go to Eastern Shore or something. I don't know.
It's gonna be crazy.
I need to catch some flounder or some spadefish or something or some croaker. Just give me some goddamn croaker. There's a post with 7 cities.
Fuck out, go to the ODU Reef and catch some croaker. God damn.
I need to. The guy came in the shop today and I saw him 7x7. 7 Cities kayakers. And you're posted in that one too. And he goes, I talked to Kevin today, and I told him HRBT, not CBBT, about big flounder and croaker. Somebody had told me about big flounder and croaker at HRBT, like decent. Croakers are getting decent, like enough to keep size. And so that's what I was talking about. So those guys that say CBBT, I didn't say that. I said HRBT.
Did Lee crush their dreams?
No, I'm not fucking with their dreams. I gave them.
What's funny about that whole thing and them, it is like, Lee goes, they invited me.
I thought they were asking for my opinion.
They invited me.
I did not ask to be part
They
of this
kicked
group.
me off. They won. They invited
Right,
me.
you wanted my opinion. You asked for it.
You want it, you got it.
Dude's like, it looks like it's gonna be choppy. I'm just gonna go. I'm like, write your name on your arm and wear your PFD so the Coast Guard doesn't
Don't make it
work
hard.
half that hard
Don't
on a
make it
shitty
hard.
day.
Yeah.
Don't
Easy
make
to pick up your body.
Right, don't make them work that hard on such a shitty day. This coming from somebody that never wears his PFD, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I just don't. I'm not going when it's fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
If it's gonna get stormed, that's one thing. If you get hit with
Get
something,
caught.
if
And
you
in
get
the
caught,
summertime-
and it can happen in a heartbeat in the summer, man. Rick and I were not that far from the beach, a mile and a half. That's 30 minutes, man.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't make it 10.
Yeah.
That fucking thing came up on us, and it was over.
Yeah.
Like, we had barely enough time to even get off anchor before we realized what was going on.
Yep. 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 And especially when I've been caught, like, the only times I've been caught is like in a hazy day, you can't see the storm tops.
Yeah.
Until they're close to you.
On you, yeah.
And that's where I've been caught before. I've been caught on tour before like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we can wrap it up, huh? Anything on there? Or you texting Rick?
Nah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Rick.
I need to do a photo shoot with Rick at some point. He was saying something about, and then I went camping. I texted him. I said, "Sorry, I went camping."
Does anyone like Al?
I like Al.
I mean,
Al's my boy.
Al's
I
alright.
like Al.
Al makes really, really good food.
Yeah, Al feeds me all the time.
And he's fucking
I need
hilarious
to
as
get
fuck.
on-
I love
I
it.
need to find out about that food part though. I
Dude,
don't know about that.
dude, Al.
I need to go to one of those
Yeah,
hangout, those
yeah.
pizza,
I know.
taco
Dude,
nights.
you're all-
No, he doesn't
yeah.
do pizza.
Taco nights.
Taco, yeah. Tacos.
Tacos, tuna,
Steak.
fish. If you catch a bunch of fish and you tell Al you have it, you can have a party at Al's house.
Right.
He's not going to eat a bunch of croaker though.
Yeah.
We're gonna need
No,
some
Al
shade.
eats tuna, tog, and sea bass. Other than that, Al won't eat.
Jeez, man.
Really?
Missing
Yeah,
out.
that's it.
Flounder. Some spades.
He'll drink all the Bud Light.
He doesn't eat mahi?
Nope.
What? So good.
Nah.
So good.
I don't know. He's picky.
Picky Asian.
Yeah. But,
What does
his
Shane?
his
Dwayne
chicken and
Matthews
Cobia-
wants to know what Shane Shady looks like through an TSA X-ray machine.
got these a little twig and berry down there. Shane Shady.
His denture's setting the metal detector off. That's what David Leslie said.
Mm.
Oh, Dwayne wants to know how you rig for dolphin. The way... Oh, with bottom rigs, Al says.
Yeah.
And Dwayne tells him they look like bait.
Yeah. He caught those with I think like Leslie, I think. McCray or something last year. Last
Yeah.
summer.
They came across it and they didn't have really shit to troll. They
There's a
said
piece
some-
of squid out on
Yeah,
a
dude,
double
you
bottom
can
rig.
catch them on almost nothing except for the fact that we're not just trying to catch like any of the little tiny ones that are swimming out there. We're trying to entice the bigger ones to bite.
Yeah.
We really want the bigger ones.
I need to go get a Cobia.
Huh? You need to go get a Cobia.
I need to my dad's boat and take him out and try to look for this Cobia sooner or later. That's why I was asking about the boat, you know, how you run the engine and all that stuff.
I'll
They got a tower.
No.
hopefully.
Chum.
No.
Does he care about eating it?
Not-
Does he have to eat it?
Yeah.
I want to keep one, yeah.
I know. I mean,
They're good.
we can get you. I can get you some meat,
Oh,
but
I want
if
to take him out and fish.
Dad really wants to catch
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
We'll go in September, man, and drive down the bridge and catch one.
Yeah.
You can't keep them in September
Right.
this year.
Right.
But, dude, it's just
Yeah.
if it's anywhere close to what it was last year, almost every
Everywhere.
piling had a school on it.
Right.
Like not like when you and I went with Rick, it was early in the bridge season.
It's still August.
Yeah, but last year it got dude.
Yeah, that
I
shit was
saw
so
a
fun.
school from one set of pilings to the next.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
one point, I was
so
like,
fun.
"What the fuck is
Yeah.
going on here?"
Yeah, I like to do that. Yeah, I just want to get him on. I mean, I like to keep one for him too because he wants to keep one, but We're trying to, find data. I can do that. Just got run.
You can
run out
also,
here to
at that
videos
time
and
of year, you can also catch a cobia and then go right to your spot and jig around in your dad's boat and catch him a big.
Well, no matter what, I'm gonna have him come out there. Even when I'm in the kayak, have him come out there and just do the drift out there with us. Yeah.
Right, get him to anchor up like Jay does with bait.
Yeah.
So much easier. Well, if he's by himself and shit, so much easier. Just get him to drop his shit like Jay does. And
What I might do is that give him one live bait and then let him jig one. Yeah, because he doesn't mind jigging one. Yeah, he likes that. So yeah.
dude,
Yeah, I'm definitely getting him to
they
do
hit
that.
a jig
But I'm
like
trying to get him to go do a cobia just so I can keep one of them for him. Yeah. And he's out there.
He's
Yeah, 2
retired
months.
now?
For the most part. He's still doing buses. He's still driving buses for the teams and stuff like that.
But he's off in the summer.
Yeah,
For the most part?
stuff. They're still doing some stuff. Yeah.
We might be able to work something out one day. I mean, if I've been hooking my buddy Brian up pretty good lately.
Yeah.
With, people calling him. So, I could probably work something out. Yeah, just ride along one day when he's got gas money or something like that too. Also,
Yeah.
the dude is a professional.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out what the fuck time we're going fishing tomorrow.
Now we can wrap it up though. Good?
Hey, man.
Thanks. Coming on.
Oh,
appreciate it. Oh, yeah.
shit.
What? It's gonna blow to 30.
No, she said he sabotaged one of my tog rods and broke an eye on it.
Shane.
He said, was that before or after he caught all the fish? David asked. And Shane said, after.
Yeah.
Then he took my rod and caught more.
Yeah. And, we always have a good day when Lee comes on Shane's bait. It's amazing how that happens.
That was fun, man. That we didn't even talk about that. That was fun.
Yeah. We started.
Yeah, we went out with Shane on Sunday, and decided to. I mean, it was sunny most of the time. We just decided we were gonna chum.
It's the first time I've ever done it.
Yeah, I've done it twice on a boat before, and several times out of the kayak. I mean, numerous, uncountable number of times. But go to 9-foot shoals and set up. Set out eels on almost every rod except a cut piece of bunker right at the bottom of the boat. First rod just goes down, slams down, and pops back up. Gone. I was like, shark bite! Reeled it up, and just the hook is gone.
Yeah.
So, shark. Set it back out, and nothing for like 10 minutes or so, so I reeled in the bunker chunk. Set the bunker chunk back out, it was probably like 10 or 12 minutes later, and it just dives down again. And I constantly pace the back of the boat. It's just, like, I have to consciously let other people catch fish, and it's a bad thing. Like, it's really bad. Because I'm constantly, like, working fishing rods, checking drags, like, clickers, like, constantly, like, reeling baits. It's just, I constantly fish all day. And so, the rod goes down, and I grab it, I reel that thing, and it just takes off and shakes its head. I was like, I believe this is a cobia. And it comes off, it comes up and shows itself, and then swims right towards the boat. Shane dips the net in the water, we catch it. 45 seconds.
It was like, fuck, I'm in the boat already.
Right. Yeah, it was absolutely
Crazy.
crazy. Yeah. Just ape shit, because, like, literally 45 seconds or a minute into it.
It wasn't.
And, no,
it wasn't
and
sure
it
what was
turned
going
and came
on.
right next to the boat, and Shane put the net in the water, and I pulled on it, and in the net it was.
Yeah.
So, we set back up, and Larry got up in the tower and looks around for a while while we're on anchor.
Right.
Looks around for a while, and rays swim everywhere, and rays swim everywhere. So Larry comes down, and I go up a few minutes later, and I stand up there, and I start, like, I've been another 20 minutes, I start talking shit about how I'm going to see a fish and cast at it, and nobody's even going to know anything, I'm just going to hand a rod down, and
Giant
Larry,
sea turtle comes up.
like, and then it was, but the sea turtle was before that.
Yeah.
And then so I talk about how I'm just going to see a fish, and like 5 seconds after, 10 seconds after this conversation is, after I start talking shit, Larry's like, well, what about that one? and there's one, like,
Right
I'm
next to
looking
the-
like, yeah, well, the sun is straight up above us. So I'm like looking over this way, you know what I mean? Because you can look anywhere. So right now I'm just over this way.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I turn around and I go to cast and it dives. It hit like the chum slick and dives.
Yeah.
We didn't get a bite on any bait at that point, whatever, from that fish. I don't know, I guess it was 5-10 minutes later. I was up there still, and I saw one off in the distance, threw, and caught it on a bucktail, probably 25, 26 inch. I mean, tiny one.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I ended up in the tower, saw it off in the distance.
Yeah.
And
There's a big
caught
sea
it.
turtle came up first.
Yeah.
And we're all looking at the sea turtle, and then Lee's like, you hear Lee start scrambling. And it's like, what? And
The fish wasn't on a turtle. On the turtle.
no, yeah, it was behind it. But we're all looking in the same general direction.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you hear Lee like, whoa! Like, you hear him start scrambling. We're like, well, what is that? You see the bucktail. He got him. It's like casting on an anchor.
Yeah. And so then I come down, and Jordan goes up there, starts looking around, doesn't see anything for a while. He comes down and he's chilling. And I'm at the back of the boat pacing again, and Larry is right next to me, man. And the rod just starts going like this, like the sharks have been doing. And it's just dancing, and I was like, all right. And I reel into it, and it shakes. And I was like, oh, it's just a little shark. Then it starts shooting towards the top. And I'm like, oh shit, it's just reeling. And this fucking thing jumps like, I don't know, how far do you think it was from the boat? 20 feet? Was that right? It wasn't even that, maybe. It was just jumps right next to the boat. It's like, Cobia! Larry reaches out the net and I snatch it, and it's just
He was yanking him in. How big was that one?
41 inches.
Okay, yeah. Keeper, yeah.
Yeah. So we got a 44 and a 41.
45, 41. Yeah.
45 or 44 and a 41.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
And no fights to him. Just
No.
Got some meat. And then
Nets.
everybody from work was like, you got fish? You got fish? And I was like, fine. I hooked everybody up. I kept like one meal.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It was really good.
45-second fight netted him.
Yeah, the fish didn't know what was going on. Took out in the boat and it's like, fuck, get it, just started smashing into the side walls. It's like, fuck.
And I saw.
Should've did that in the water.
I went on Wednesday with Jay and them, and we caught one. We saw our first fish. We almost ran it over. We actually do run it over, and it just pops right back up. Apparently, it had been caught, or its buddy had been caught real recently, or something. Because this motherfucker was just not. It was scared of everything.
Nothing.
Like run away from shit. No, you throw a bait and it turn and go the other way.
Yeah.
A bait 10 feet in front of it, it'd hear the splash and be like, nah.
Yeah.
So we get moving along again. Another fish, everybody stops, we start casting, we can see it, we get going. This thing won't eat anything. Not scared of it, just won't eat anything. So we get our brains like, alright. So I turn, I'm standing on the bow, I turn, I'm like, oh shit, there's two right there. I throw my eel, nothing. They don't even care. Jerry throws a croaker, and it smokes it, hits it. The rod comes tight. I throw my eel. The other bait, I guess, I don't know if it is the same time, but he loses the fish on the croaker. The hook just pulls, I guess, because I had him hooked here, like we do normally jigging, and with the circle hook. I don't know. I guess it just didn't work out. Fish came off. Snatched the fish off the hook. And now I'm hooked up on the eel. So we got that one. It was a 45-incher. That was cool.
Yeah.
So we were like ready to cruise. Turn around and there's just two fish. Like we've been staring at this one, throwing at it. Turn around and there's two of them. Right.
Chilling.
Oh my god, they look so cool when they're swimming on top, man.
Yeah.
It's such a cool sight. It's so cool. You've seen it in the kayak. It just looks so cool.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, yeah. Alright, wrap it up. Thanks to the sponsors, YakAttack at YakAttack.us, and my DVDs at KayakKevin.com. Later.